Hey, if you have any dreams of like being the best football player possible, if you have any dreams of like every field you hop on, you just want to dominate, like you just want to be the best player on the field, just because like it could be because I mean you just love football, you love playing, you played your whole life, or it could be just like for attention, and that's fine. A lot of people do it for attention now. Like you could do it if you're doing it for girls, like you want to get that girl and you want to have social status, whatever it is, man. Like if you want to be great at football for whatever reason, you like the reasons I just said, or you want to feed your family, bro, it's all about mentality. You're the strongest muscle that you can train. What the fuck? Somebody just fucking braked on the highway. The strongest muscle that you can train is your mentality, bro. Like a year ago today, I wasn't playing football. Like my doctor told me, I'm filming this end of May 2025. My doctor told me October 2023, September 2023, that my football career was done. And so all the way until like a year from then, so September 2024, I wasn't playing football. I wasn't committed. But so a year ago today, May 2024, I wasn't playing football. But I always loved football. I always played football no matter what, because it's just what I've done my whole life. And just for a doctor to tell me that I can't play anymore because I tore my knee twice and I had to get a meniscus transplant, he told me that, and that broke my heart. But then fast forward to a year ago, a year from then to now, bro, I just got done playing ultimate frisbee with NFL players. I just got done playing ultimate frisbee with NFL players. And these are NFL players that I have become friends with over the past like 6 months. Because I was like, know what? Just because somebody told me, because he's looked at all the textbooks, he's looked through all the science. Just because somebody told me I can't play football, just because like he knows better because he went to school about the shit, but he's never really been in the process that I have. He's never worked as hard as I do. Like I realized that, and I started working with my trainer again, and like my mentality has switched, and I've become so much more athletic. Like I'm working out with these NFL players and I'm keeping up with them, okay? And I'm keeping up with them, and I'm still in college, and that makes me feel so good about myself, because that's all I've ever wanted out of high school. But it all started from my mentality. So like I woke up every day and I just wanted to get better at football. And I didn't care what anybody told me. I didn't care if I was too slow, if I was never going to play again, if my routes were trash, my footwork was trash, if somebody told me I'm never going to make it, if somebody told me that I'm not going to make it past college, that I can't play another game. I didn't let somebody determine that for me. You know, like I always say this on my channel, create your own narrative. And that's what I did. I created my own narrative. I was like, know what, man, I'm here to overcome the odds. This is just making my story cooler. The fact that I tore my ACL my first game in college, and then I was coming back, and a year later I tore it again. The doctor told me I can't play anymore. That's what's making my story cool as hell. That's what's making my story cool as fuck, bro. And I know YouTube probably doesn't like me cussing. Bro, whatever. This is me being me. But like that just makes your story cool. So if you're going through any type of adversity, you want to get better at football, and getting better at football, you got to put yourself through adversity if you want to separate yourself. You can't just let adversity come to you. You got to put yourself through it, and you got to microdose adversity, if that makes sense. Like wake up at 6 a.m. That's like, not everybody can do that. Then hop in the cold shower. Not everybody can do that. Then maybe if you like working out at the first thing in the morning, and hitting the workout first thing in the morning, and doing all the reps, all the sets, hitting the field, whatever it is, you gotta put yourself through little hard times, and because that's what makes you a man. That's what's gonna get you better. Iron sharpens iron, okay? So it's all about the mentality you have, and like what I said is making your story cooler. If you can put yourself through things, and so whenever big adversity hits, like for instance for me, how I got hurt, and they told me I was done, but I was like, no, what, I'm not done. I'm gonna go out whenever I want to go out on my own terms, not on somebody that doesn't know me, somebody that hasn't been through the process that I have. Bro, I'm going out on my own terms. That's what I said. It's all about your mentality, how you approach things, your perspective on things, okay? It's all about that. And if you get that right, man, you can do anything else in the world. But just because you have that mentality right in this moment doesn't mean that you can give up the next moment and think, oh, he said everything's gonna be all right just because I have this mentality. But nah, if you don't have this mentality every moment, as much moments as you possibly can, like that's really the challenge. That's the challenge. That's the everyday battle. And you, like, some days you're not gonna feel it. Some days you're not gonna want to do things. But it's those who separate their feelings from what needs to be done. You didn't get all your sleep in, but you know you got to go to practice, bro. You just got to go to practice. Like that's how shit is, bro. That's just how things are. And so, like, you can do all the weightlifting in the world. And my junior year in high school, I was doing all the weightlifting. I was doing all the training because I was mad that I didn't get put on varsity my sophomore year for high school. I was doing all the training, all of that, but I still kind of didn't believe in myself. So whenever the game came and the coaches were calling my plays, like, I was just overthinking. I was doubting myself. But, like, fast forward next year, whenever I addressed the mentality problem, bro, I literally didn't even work out as much as I did my junior year, because once you develop a skill, like, you know that skill, your body knows that skill. So I just really worked on my mindset, and my stats, like, went through the roof. I got 90 yards my junior year. I got like almost 500 yards my senior year, and I really should have had more, but like I had a problem with my coaches. Like, they didn't really mess with me. They didn't really trust me. I don't know. It was some dumb shit. But so, like, just fixing your mentality and going on that field and knowing that you're gonna dominate and, like, believing in yourself, that is what's gonna separate you. That is what is gonna separate you. Not always putting in the hours. Like, if you have the mentality and you put in the hours, like, you're a different breed. But you can't put in the hours and not have the mentality. I'd rather have the mentality and not put in as much hours. Even though, like, I'd rather put in the hours and have the mentality. If I had to choose to have one and not have the other, I would choose the mentality, because the mentality, like, bro, that gets you in way more rooms in life. Being an overthinker, self-conscious person that doubts themselves isn't going to get you into many opportunities, any many rooms. Because whenever you get to college, man, whenever you're in high school football, it's not really always about who's the most talented, you know, like, to get offers. I know people that got to SEC schools, that got to big ranked top 25 college schools that I went to school with, and we would dog them in practice every single day. We would dog them in practice, and even in the games, they were getting cooked in the game. So it's really about the opportunities you the opportunities you give yourself. Like, you got to be able to talk and talk to people and approach people and be cool with a lot of people. You can't be envious in football, because even the players in NFL that I train with, they say the same thing. It's all politics. It's who they like more, who they know. If a coach is choosing between you and somebody they know, they're gonna choose that person that they know. Okay, so that's another thing about mentality as well. Not just having that dog mentality, but also have the mentality to want to know people, want to increase your network, because football is gonna end one day, and the more people you know, like, that'll help branch you off in the outside of football. And it all comes down to, like, how many people you want at your funeral. You want to have a lot of people at your funeral. You want to have a lot of people respect you when you die, after you leave your legacy on this world. You choose, man. You choose. But it's all a mentality thing. That's what this whole video is about. Yeah, man. Two things, man. Have that mentality, believe in yourself, find ways to believe in yourself. I have videos on my channel talking about flow state, mindset, all of that. Yeah, like, really sharpen that mind, because that mind will help you out so much. And then after you sharpen your mind, going to the gym, getting all the workouts in, I mean, hitting the field, learning more about your position in football or whatever you do, that it makes it 100,000 times easier. So really get that mindset right. And you can't ever get it perfect. It will never be perfect. It'll always be there'll always be something that can nag you, but you can definitely see improvements. You can definitely get better. And like if you start today, a year from now, man, you're gonna look back and be like, man, I learned a lot this past year. So like, read books, man, watch some of my videos, watch other videos on YouTube, bro. Start with that mindset. And message to myself when I was in high school: don't be so quiet. Talk to people, okay? Talk, even if they're not considered the popular people, the cool people. Talk to them, get connections, because you never know what can happen. You can be in a situation like me where they tell you that you can't play football and you actually stop, okay? Or you don't stop and you figure out what else that you want to do and play football at the same time. So whatever it is, man, increase your network. And that, because whenever you increase your network, you don't always have to do majority of the work. You can find people to train, you can find people to help you can find people to partner with. Okay, so 2 things: mentality, get that mind right, be a dog, believe in yourself, don't think otherwise, create your own story. And 2, talk to people, man. Talk to people, because why not? Humans, it's human nature to want to talk to people, want to get to know each other, and we love human interaction. Okay, we just got to get back to our authentic self, and that's what I'm doing, talking to y'all like this in the car on my way back home from the gym. Okay, if you like this video, I'm sure you'll like the next one.